Hi, my name is Paula Rowe, and this is Global Unified Breathing. And welcome to the show today. I'm really grateful that you're here, and we're going to talk about breath work today and about a daily practice to keep this modality, this calming, peaceful, our own breath, keep us conscious and present to our breath, which helps to keep us in the flow. The more that we can be in flow right now, the easier everything is. Trying to create and form and aggressively, or even trying to just bring something together. Sometimes if you're running into problems with that, sometimes it's because you're not in the flow. You're trying to make something happen, and this seems to be really difficult for a lot of us to be in flow and not go into the mental constructs of the old way of how we figured out solutions to our problems. We need the universe to be part. We need our higher power. We need whatever you want to call it. We need this. We implore this to help us to come together with our energy and letting this energy run through us. Now, our breath is always connected to source. So that's why I always talk about stopping during the day, at least more than once, but 3 times are optimal, to bring conscious choice of your presence, of your breath, and where it's flowing, and how it is flowing, and how it animates your entire body. So these are all the things I'd like to be able to cover today. Thank you so much for joining me. GlobalUnifiedBreathing.com is the website, or globalunifiedbreathing@gmail.com if you'd like to send me an email. And so we're going to speak an invocation. If you would participate, that would be greatly appreciated. If you would close your eyes, take a really deep breath right into the cauldron, the alchemy, the solar plexus. I am my I am presence. I am one with the presence of all humanity. As one breath, one voice, one heartbeat, and one energy vibration and consciousness of pure divine love, we invoke the most intensified frequencies of fifth-dimensional, crystalline, solar violet flame of God's infinite perfection. That cosmic law will allow at this time. We invoke the company of heaven, the legions of fifth-dimensional violet fire archangels. Blessed ones, we ask that you blaze, blaze, blaze the violet flame of God's infinite perfection with the power and the might of 1,000 suns, in, through, and around every thought, feeling, word, action, memory that humanity has ever expressed in any time frame, any dimension, both known and unknown, that reflects anything less than heaven on earth. Transmute this cause and core effect, record, and memory back to its original perfection. Seal it in an invincible force field of divine love, eternal peace, God's infinite abundance. We accept that this activity of light is being God victoriously accomplished, even as we call. We also accept and know that this powerful violet flame is increasing daily and hourly, moment by moment, with every breath we take, until the sweet earth and all her life have ascended into the realms of light, and love. Where divine love, oneness, and reverence for all life, eternal peace, and God's infinite abundance are a tangible reality. And so it is. So, holding these words, these frequencies in us right now. So, why am I bringing attention to the breath so much? Because it really supports us right now more than ever in increasing our ability to clear out where we're all clogged up, backed up, whatever you want to call it, unplug the natural source of light energy that has been brought in some kind of discord, whether we're conscious of it or not, that impedes that light, that stops that light, that halts that light. That's like something that all of a sudden you're really doing well and you're feeling rather blissful, and here comes some thought that totally shifts your entire energy field and you and how you respond to the world. So breath work, the more conscious we are of how we breathe, are we breathing, where are we breathing into, and are we choosing to be present to the breath, which is the direct connection, the breath of God? Are we choosing that? This is what I bring every week and ask you to make it easier on yourself. This is a tool that will help you. It will make your life much more peaceful if you stop and just breathe. Achieve a sense of fulfillment and joy. You can change your frequency from the lower chakras into the higher chakras just by placing your attention on your breath. You can increase the ability to give and to receive love. Experience a much deeper connection with others. Radiate peace and harmony and goodwill towards all God's creatures. Gain the ability, most important, to forgive self and others completely, totally. Become more trusting and open. Increase the ability to experience deeper intimacy. Balance, align, and strengthen the heart chakra. Everything happens in the heart chakra. Take a moment, take a deep breath. And most importantly, release emotional pain. Breath work now is at the speed of light. What I see happening with people who are utilizing breath work, what took me 3 years can be done in 3 sessions or 3 minutes. So, in a state of surrender and acceptance is how this state, that frequency, is how we receive guidance and support from our higher self, from the universe, from the mighty I am, from your higher power, whatever you call it, for every single part of this journey. So first we have to allow, and that's why I was doing the class that's been 7 weeks of the 7 spirits of Christ, the 7 houses of Christ. And last week we did the spirit of humility. And I invite you to go over to Global Unified Breathing and just send me a note and tell me that you would like to participate in the breathwork session where we culminate all 7 of these houses in the alchemy through the breath, that in that particular focus, so that we anchor this into our body, our light body. And those attributes are what we pay attention to. We know what we're turning away from. We know what's been evicted out of us. And this is most important right now because Some of us feel very bombarded by outer interference, and we are. And so we need to do things that keep and raise our, remember, we're all energy. The universe is energy. So if we raise our frequency within us, around us, in our homes, and where we take ourselves, what places, what people we hang with, what frequency, it does make a difference. Unless you have the armor of God, which we have the armor of God, but some of us don't even think about it when we're out there. Putting up the armor of God feels like you have to shield yourself from a large part of humanity, which is really kind of true, but I won't, that's for another class. So I'm going to go through the 7 houses just to remind you. And then we're going to, let's take a moment. I'm hearing we're going to take a moment and we're going to bring your attention to your breath. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. No count. How you breathe. Just how you breathe every day. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do 5 real quick before. One more. Thank you. Settling into the breath a little bit deeper. Becoming aware that your breath is anchored. Gotta move my bowl. Keep breathing deeper into the cauldron. You are infinite worth. You are the spirit of creation. Remember those words. Nothing you have ever done, can do, or will do can ever change the truth of who and what you are. You are infinite worth. You are enough. Keep breathing deeper into the solar plexus. Nice and easy. Relax, let go. Accepting and loving yourself unconditionally. Your true nature is the creator of life itself. Deep breath, relaxing. Bring your presence to the inhale, breathing in God, light. You are the breath of God. You have always been the breath of God. Our job now is to keep clearing out any lower energy, discordant frequencies, so we can remember who we are, what we promised, what we said we would do when we came to this sweet earth. We all play an integral role. The universe cannot balance itself without you. It would throw off its equilibrium. You are an integral part because you come and are infinite worth, divine grace, pure platinum diamond light. From the heart of God to the heart of the being that you are, allow yourself, allow the breath to expand you. Breathing deeply and relaxing. The 7 spirits of the Christed consciousness are within us. And then we chose to consciously anchor them in the heart sanctuary. Allow yourself to feel gentle waves of love, pristine diamond, golden flakes showering you. Gentle waves of love and friendship and spirit coming your way every day. In your heart of hearts, this infinite worth that you are only knows gratitude and grace, abundance, love, joy, innocence, purity. As I connect with the creative force in the universe, my own creativity expands and thrives. So when we're in flow, take another deep breath. Push your boundaries out. Keep your eyes closed. Push out and expand into the room that you are. Just see yourself as not having any barriers at all. Nothing's holding back your light. Nothing. Only the thoughts that you put there. No one stops us but us. Know your breath. Know your dynamic breath. Align with the living breath of God. Let go. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Turn your attention to the solar plexus as you're breathing. And lean in to God. Surrender. Acceptance. Beloved God, we request in our hearts and we pray to create the inner sanctuary for the Christed energy, to purify our mind and our body in our heart and dismantle the houses of ego and evict the imposter spirits. Replace them with the house of the Christed consciousness. I state my authority, my intention to be of service to the one true God and build a strong relationship with my inner spiritual light. Keep breathing. As you're breathing, let go. And now I want you to visualize or use your imagination and see a white garment of flowing light being placed upon you, upon your shoulders. Beautiful robe of light. This is coming from the armor of God. This is your birthright. The spirit of purity housed in the robe, placed around you, embracing you. Take a deep breath. Purity, generosity, patience, kindness, discipline, diligence, and humility. Those were the 7 attributes that we placed inside our inner sanctuary. And today, as you're breathing nice and easy, I'd like to remind you about surrender, acceptance, and forgiveness. Without true forgiveness, we cannot keep our frequency in the higher chakras and the higher realms, because this is almost like an anchor that sits inside us, that out of that in our hearts, that forgiveness of everything. I remember about 6 years ago hearing very clearly that we were going to be entering into a time where we needed to be aware that we are going to learn forgiveness, emit forgiveness beyond any mental ideas of what we think it is, that we could even fathom. And this is really what's being called for, so that we as a planet and as a race of beings can evolve. It's now time. Forgiveness is for you, beloveds, not for the other. This is evolution. So we're one more time reminding ourselves how important these basic principles are. Most of unforgiving thoughts are tied up in past. So remember, we've been cleared of this energy. Now what's happening is almost like a wave. It's not really there anymore, but we habitually always turn to our story from the past. How about if we try to catch ourselves? Take a deep breath and don't even speak the past into the present moment. Don't speak it. How about if we let it go and be present and only bring in love, forgiveness? It's really not rocket science, but that is how deep it goes for us, how much of us have been invested in this type of thinking where we get so stuck and bogged down, and then we seem to be just in a rat race, running around in a hamster wheel, right? So I implore you, I ask you, please participate in the 7 houses, the 7 spirits of the Christed consciousness. Send me an email, please, and let me know you would want to participate in that event. And I will send you the link. Within the next month, you'll be getting something from me about the date. And we're going to go through all 7 houses, and then we're going to help our entire being evolve out of these things that we evicted out of our body, out of our mind, out of our spirit. They're not there anymore. We evicted them. We got rid of the imposters, which would be like the ego that likes to keep us very busy in stories, and especially victim martyr or fight and flight. You all know the ones I'm talking about. This is so simple, but yet so complicated for some of us. The language doesn't matter. It's what's going on inside your heart, dear one. Join me if you can. Send me an email. Your soul literally came here for the purpose of assisting in the evolution of this planet. We knew exactly what we were going to be all about. Remembering a piece of this. We can all do this now. It's those frequencies that pull us back down that will not allow us to see the bigger picture. It's right in front of you. It's everywhere, the bigger picture of who and what you are. You are not fear. You are not scared. We just pretend that we don't know God. We all know. We all know. And even if you say, she's crazy, I don't know. I get it. I'm just asking you, use your imagination. Stop being defeated. Put on the armor and keep raising yourself in frequency. A couple things you can do is when you wake up in the morning, find out what kind of music, what frequency of music makes you really, really rise up and make you feel alive, and you want to dance and you feel happy and you feel joyful, and everyone in your home also feels it emanating from you and they want to participate. Music is really powerful, but a lot of it has frequencies that don't assist us. So that's a lot of fun to do. Then sit down and get quiet and watch and observe your breath. I ask you for 15 minutes every day. That's it. You will be amazed at how much more focus and center and flow, great word, you can have. So until next week, thank you for joining me. I love you all. Namaste.